Sugar Ray Leonard beat the Hall of Famer Wilfredo Benitez to win the world welterweight title. And Wilfredo Benitez was the number one welterweight in the world at the time. He went on to beat Roberto Duran in a rematch, which is another Hall of Famer. That's two. He then went on at super welterweight to beat Ayub Kalule. Now, Wilfredo Benitez was the number one super welterweight champion in the world at the time, but Ayub Kalule was undefeated. He had had a number of defenses, I think it was 4 at the time, and Sugar Ray Leonard had already defeated Wilfredo Benitez. So you had to, again, note that. He went on to face Thomas Hearns and beat Thomas Hearns, which would be his third Hall of Famer. Okay? Third Hall of Famer, and he's got wins in 2 weight classes. He goes on to win the World Championship against Marvin Hagler, who's straight up a Hall of Famer. That's 3 Hall of Famers, right? He's faced Wilfredo Benitez, Roberto Duran, and Marvin Hagler. Okay, that's 3 Hall of Famers. He would go on to beat Donnie Lalonde, who was not the number one light heavyweight in the world at the time. It was actually Virgil Hill at that time, and Virgil Hill proves his point by beating Donnie Lalonde, and he beat the other guy the other greats in the light heavyweight division. But Donnie Lalonde was a solid fighter, and how I remember Donnie Lalonde was the guy who defeated my local countryman, Leslie Tiger Stewart. And Donnie Lalonde was considered the guy with the bionic arm from Canada. You know, he really could hit you with that left hook. That left hook was like a detonator, you know. Now, there are 2 little catches in here. When Leonard fought Donnie Lalonde, he did not fight him at full-blown light heavyweight. He fought him at a middle catch weight, in between light heavyweight and in between middleweight. This weight class was now known as super middleweight. So because of this fight with Sugar Ray Leonard versus Donnie Lalonde, they created this new weight class, which is called super middleweight. Now, there are 2 things you must note here. Donnie Lalonde had never fought at super middleweight. He had never fought at any lower weight class than light heavyweight. That was the first point. And then they made the catch weight a new weight class. Now, when you make a catch weight a new weight class, you're basically saying that you're not dealing with light heavyweight anymore. This is a new weight class. So really and truly, Sugar Ray Leonard did not fight at light heavyweight. He actually fought at super middleweight, which was a new weight class that was created for him. So really, the super middleweight weight class we know today is the 4th weight class. So really, Sugar Ray Leonard only has 4 divisional world championships, but they bestowed on him the light heavyweight championship as well that Donnie Lalonde had. He never defended it, okay? So really, Sugar Ray Leonard really has 4 world divisional championships. But for the sake of it, we'll say 5, because they bestowed on him the WBC. But he never really fought at light heavyweight fully, okay? So having said that, of course, we see Donnie Lalonde is another person who he beat, and it was a solid competitor, okay? It wasn't number 1, but it was solid. Okay, so Leonard has, therefore, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers. Okay, 4 Hall of Famers so far. And that's basically it for his career. He fought 4 Hall of Famers, or potential Hall of Famers. He also fought 2 of these Hall of Famers in a divisional championship fight, okay, in which he was moving up in a weight class. So he fought Benitez at welterweight, and he also fought Marvin Hagler at middleweight. Okay, those are the 2 Hall of Famers. I want you to get these information down, because you notice Floyd Mayweather, he's got 7 Hall of Famers. He beat 3 Hall of Famers in getting his divisional championship belts. See what I'm saying? And he fought the number 1 fighters in his time. You got to understand what Floyd Mayweather has done. And so far, we've gone through Thomas the Hitman Hearns, we've gone through Sugar Ray Leonard, and we see that they haven't done that. They come close, but they haven't done that.